developed for educational intent, but they are really useful, and one of the most used for school activities in Italy, but I think also in the most part of the world. Which software are included in the G Suite? So let's see. The first and one of the more common is the Gmail. Gmail is an email service which offers a customizable email totally free for users. Of course, we will need, if we need additional features like more storage capacity, or if we need to personalize the second part of the email, the part after the we have to pay. But the most part of the features are totally free, and I think is one of the most used email server provider for email. The second one is Google Drive, which is a cloud-based file storage, and is really useful to share documents with the students, or with the colleagues, or with the school, for example. Inside, if we connect, if we have a Google account, we can use we can upload and share all the files we want, not only the files created with the G Suite software, but all the file we like to upload and share. I forgot to tell you that one of the most interesting things about G Suite is that we need only one account to use all these online softwares. And the second important thing that I forgot to say you is that all these software are mainly web-based, and that it means that we need an internet connection to use it. This internet connection can have not to be, in the most part of cases, it's not mandatory to have a really strong internet connection. And it allows to use it also if we have a situation with a low Wi-Fi connection, in the most part of cases, for the most part of application. And okay, we go on with the apps, and we come back on the general features after. So another application is Google Docs, and the icon of Google Docs is the blue one, and allow us, which is a word processing that allow us to edit text files, and it allow us to use a lot of features about formatting text and product write and product documents, but it also gives us another feature that is really interesting for education, and which I use when I do lessons at university, for example, which is the possibility to work in the same document, on the same document at the same time. So it means that if I create and share uh, a Google document, if I share this document with my colleagues which have a Google account, they can simultaneously write in the document while they view what are doing the other um, other colleagues which are working on the same document. This is really, in my experience, this is really useful when when I ask students um, to do works in teamworks, because they they have not to create a different version of the same document that they ask to write, but they can create the same document at the same time. Of course, we will need to manage this process by giving the right delivery, well-designed delivery, but I think is really useful. Um, the same future is also for sorry, we can use the same future for Google Sheets, that allow us to create slides. And also in this case we have the chance to create really interesting slides, and we can do this in the same time if we share the file with our colleagues. If we know what is, but I think yes, but if we know what is Microsoft Office and the softwares included in Microsoft Office suite, maybe you know software called Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and etc. And the Google Docs and Google Sheets are the similar are similar to the Microsoft Office suite. So Google Docs is the correspondent of Microsoft Word. Google Sheets is the correspondent of PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, and sorry, no Google Sheet. I wrong. I had a lapsus. Google Slides. Google Slides is the correspondent of PowerPoint, Microsoft PowerPoint, and Google Sheets is the correspondent of Excel. Before I told you not about, sorry, but before I talked to you about Google Slides, not about Google Sheets, because Google Sheets is not for slides, for editing slides, but is useful to create and edit spreadsheets that allow us to insert data and calculate, sorry, insert numerical data, and create graphics, analyze data, etc. When I finish the list, I will show you briefly what are these and examples of these software. Okay, another really interesting software is of Google Suite. Another interesting app is Google Forms that allow us to create survey and online. Is the app that we use to gather information to you during this course, for example. So the teacher can create the form, share the link, and gather information. Other apps are Google Calendar that allow us to book our allow us to schedule and manage events, appointments, and meetings. And another that you already know, of course, is Google Meet. There is a video conferencing communication platform. Okay, that's not all, but we will name the most used, the most famous. Okay, so Google, in order to be sure to understand what we are talking about, okay, Google Docs is okay. This is Google Docs, for example, that allow us to write a text and edit it with the most common functions of Word editor. Okay. Another application is Google Sheets. Okay, and it looks like this. As you can see, you have a spreadsheet where we can insert data and like make calculation on this, and so we can insert formulas for data, say for a formula to analyze data. Another thing, the last example is Google Slides that allow us to create presentations. In this case, it could be really useful, for example, use a model like this. We already have a template where we can put our information in order to create a really interesting slide. As you can see, slide could be really good, good to view, even if not a Microsoft Word software. Okay, let's go. These are not software made for education, but we can say that could be not the most, but one of the most suite used in education. And this is really interesting in order to this is really interesting and good for what we were saying before. Okay. One of the apps we looked before was Google Drive. Google Drive, we say that is a cloud-based file storage. This includes the cloud storage are really interesting for education because allow us to storage and manage that application, etc. And we can find our material, our files independently on our PC, for example. If we have an internet connection, we can put our files in the storage and find these files wherever I access to the cloud. Here you can find an easy description, but it's important to say that it is important to know that, for example, Google Drive is free if we maintain our data under the 15 gigabytes, I think. And if we want to upload more contents, we have to pay. But this capacity is this memory capacity is enough to manage the most part of educational content. So it's really interesting. Let's see together briefly together the main features of the cloud system. So the accessibility. The cloud allows students and educators to access educational resources and tools from anywhere with an internet connection, promoting remote learning and flexibility. The scalability, so with the educational institution can easily scale their infrastructure up or down based on changing needs, accommodating varying number of user resources, and the collaboration. So cloud-based tools facilitate real-time collaboration among students and teachers, enabling seamless sharing, communication, and teamwork in educational settings. So these, in particular, are features that make cloud systems educational technologies. Okay, so we can consider it as also as educational technologies. Okay. So, for example, how can we use Google Drive, which is the cloud system developed by Google for educational objectives? Here we have some examples. Collect materials and documents. So students can view directly via web these documents that we put in the same folder on the cloud. Another thing, another example could be students can work simultaneously on the same document. with the supervision of the teacher, who can see who enters in the various in the various changes. So, as we said before, this is we can use this feature with the Google Docs and Google Docs, Google Sheets, and Google Slide. And we can use it, for example, during lessons, or for homework, or this was particularly interesting as useful, for example, during the pandemic, when the students and teachers were not in the same place during lessons. Another example is encourage collaboration among faculty in the shared weighting of reports and teaching materials. So not only it can be useful not only for teaching strictly for teaching activities, but also for the teaching management, by maybe sharing documents with colleagues, etc. Okay. All the I repeat that, and the interesting thing is that all these apps are accessible using one single account. This is really good. Okay, if you have Google account, if you have Gmail, you can use all of these instruments for support your teaching activities. It's important to enhance that Google does not pay me for sponsor Google Suite, but I think, but I am talking you about it because I think is a really good and easy to learn instrument to support didactics. Okay. Here, after this table, you in the foot of this table, you can find other services similar to Google Suite. No, sorry, similar to Google Drive. For example, Dropbox is another cloud system that have free version or premium version, and OneDrive is the cloud system of Microsoft. Okay, so if you also in this case you have the free version of the premium version. These systems are not closed. What I mean? I mean that not totally closed. I mean that if you create a document with Google Word, you can sorry. I mean that if you create a document with Google Docs, okay, you can upload it in OneDrive, even if it's a Microsoft service, okay. Or, for example, if you create a document with Microsoft Word on your computer, you can upload it on Google Drive and manage it like like a Google Doc, even it have been created with a Microsoft application. Okay, so they are this software are able to dialogue. Okay, good. I think now I think that could be interesting to do a 10-minute break. So let's see in 10 minutes. Okay, I write also in the chat. And after when I come back, we will try to reflect on what we talk about. Okay? So, okay, see you in 10 minutes. Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. So, please, I think someone of you already use one of the technology we talk about. So, would you like to share with us, share with me and your colleagues your view, your opinion about the use of these technologies in education? Uh, Please write in the chat or open the microphone and talk. Nobody? I hope you are, I hope you hear me. I really hope you hear me. Nobody experience or view about technology we described. Opinion. Until now, we are talking and describing technologies, but we are not talking about methodologies. In the fifth and sixth lesson, we will talk about also about methodologies in specific. Okay, I hope you are still listening me. Please, if someone would like to say something about what we are talking about, please open microphone and interrupt me. Also, if I'm talking, okay? Please, I really would like to talk with you. I really would like an interaction with you. Okay, let's go on. It's time to talk about another really important category of technology. And this category of technology is called learning managed system. Okay? If we look at the category the category scheme we will see together during the second lesson. Okay. We can put this category of technology inside this category, so instructional support. Okay, this category and the LMS technology and all the technology that we say that we saw before. Okay, what is LMS? LMS, which is the acronym of Learning Managed System. Okay, is a software application or a platform. Maybe you already heard about talking about platform. learning platform, okay? A platform created to simplify the administration, delivery, monitoring, and evaluation of educational courses and training programs, okay? In this case, we are talking about software, we are talking about technologies which have been created for educational purpose, that have been created for manage educational processes, okay? Educational or training processes. Okay, the future, okay. These futures that we already talked about, we already mentioned, make the LMS, learning management system, versatile tools for educational institutions, businesses, and organizations to provide, manage, and monitor learning and training activities effectively. The specific characteristics and capabilities may vary among different LMS platforms, so organizations should choose the one that best suits for their needs. Okay. As the other technologies, we have a lot of software, of LMS software. Okay, there are software that we have to pay, software that are free, software that are free and that software that have free and premium version, and all this software have and this software offer different solutions. Okay, so there are. It depends on the context and the situation. Depending on the context and the situation, we can choose one of these softwares. Here you can see the logo of the main, the most famous LMS, but there are also other LMS. Okay. Let's go on listing the main features of this particular kind of software. LMS allow teachers to create and organize and manage course contents. This includes uploading text, multimedia materials, assignment, quiz, or other educational materials. All these features are categorized in course management features. 10 minutes ago, we said that a lot of these features are available also with Google Suite software, for example. But in this case, we have all these characteristics inside the same place, inside the same virtual place. Okay. Other features are user management, because LMS provides user accounts for both educators and students, and educators, students, and administrators of the platform have different roles depending on what they have to do inside the platform. Okay, so it means that if I am a teacher, I can do several things in the platforms, and if I have I can see and I can do several things in the platform. If I'm a student, I can see and I can do different things on the platform. Okay. In order to better explain this to you, I would like to show you an example. Okay. While I'm reading the features to you. So one step before. One of the main, the most used platforms in learning platform in university is Moodle. Moodle is a famous LMS, is a free famous LMS that which is used in a lot of universities and has been developed in Australia. And sorry, I see someone of you which have the microphone open. Moment. Okay, it stopped. Good. Let's go on. I was saying that Moodle is one of a good example of LMS platform. Okay. So why I explain you the features of LMS, I will show examples by showing you my courses, my virtual, my learning environment, the learning environment of my course at university. It's in Italian, but you can easily see the structures and you can easily see what I mean, the features of Moodle LMS. Okay. And remember that the features are similar for the LMS, but they look differently depending on the kind of LMS. So this is okay. Example. This is the home page of my course that is called methodology, the research methodology for educational intent, for education, in education, educational methodology for education. Sorry, my English is broken today. I was saying the name of my university course is research, educational research methodology. Okay. Welcome back, Marco. Educational research methodology in training contexts. Okay. This is the home page of my course. So, as you can see here, not all the things that are inserted in the courses in my course are available for students. For example, you can see here this link is hidden from student. This link is hidden from student. Here, my learning environment is structured with a common part, introductory part, where the students can find news about the course, the syllabus, and other things like materials to go in deep with the topics. And in the second part, you can find lesson by lesson all the material we used in classroom. Keep attention, I use this learning environment not for distance learning, but to support face-to-face learning. So students, lesson by lesson, can find all the materials I used for teaching, but also all the materials we develop together with the students during the lessons. Okay, for example, here you can the students can find the file which show the brainstorming, okay, we did together during the first lesson. Okay, or if we go on, here you can find, for example, other tasks for students. Students can click and see all the task I gave them. Or, for example, files, papers, and a lot of things. So, we say that one of the features of the learning management system is that user management features enable role-based access and permission. This means that if I see this course, if I okay, if I am enrolled as a teacher, I can manage the structure of this page of the learning environment of my course. But for example, I cannot manage the structure of the whole platform. For example, I cannot create new courses. I cannot create new learning environment. I cannot manage the hierarchy of the courses. I cannot enroll new teachers. I cannot enroll yes, I cannot enroll new teachers, etc. Okay, but I can. I have totally. I am totally free to manage the content and the structure of my courses. The course that administrator that administrator created for me. Okay. But keep attention, the administrator did not create the content and the structure of the course. The administrator created only the empty box, the empty learning environment, okay? And I put it and I created all the content, okay? But if a student will come inside my course, he you see something different. Hey, he can first of all he cannot manage the contents, okay? But he can only download and answer to the assignment, to the tasks, and you cannot see all the things you can see now. For example, or if you look at the last task, the last lesson here, this was a draft of a lesson that I did not. And if you enroll like a student, for example, now I switch the role to student, you can see that. Okay, if I go in the foot of the course, this lesson is totally hidden, okay? Or the contents here labeled with hidden to students are not available to the student, okay? Okay, let's go on with the features. Okay, another feature is content delivery. Okay, the learning and the management system course allow teacher to deliver course content to students through our intuitive user interface. Content can be organized into modules or units, simplifying navigation for students. Okay, it depends, of course, on what you would like to, how to would like to organize the course. Okay, assessment and quizzes are another feature. So the most part of LMS allow you to create quiz and assignment tasks and manage also the evaluation of the student. If I go also to my course, I have uh, I have the function grades, for example, and here I can see the tasks given to the student. Okay, here I can give the evaluation, okay, to the task, and I have there are several functions that allow me to manage the evaluation and assessment of my students. In my case, I didn't use these functions because I don't use the LMS for evaluation. But if you like, you can do it. Also, for example, with survey. Okay, you can create a survey inside your LMS and give it to the student for in order to assess their learning. In the case of Moodle, it depends on the LMS. Okay, other feature, discussion and collaboration. Okay, most part of LMS allow to create forum, for example, or chat. Also, in the case of Moodle, we have possibility to insert forum and chats in our course. Okay, here you can find, for example, here you can see this is a forum, okay, where I put a sentence or a question and the students answer me, okay, or discuss each other. Okay, another feature of LMS is progress monitoring because I can also, if I want, but if I don't want, I can don't do it, like in my case. But I could also monitor, for example, if students open files that I uploaded in my course, for example. Also, I can monitor if students answer to the tasks or something like this. I have also functions of reporting analysis that generates automatically reports, okay, and analytics on how many times students come into my course, etc. And I can also, if I want, customize and branding my platform. But if are not strictly connected with educational purpose. Okay, this is the last feature. Of course, for example, this is the Moodle of University of Verona, and I can customize it and insert the logo of University of Verona. But okay, not the most important feature of Verona. Sorry, of the LMS. I would like, before leave this, to show you, for example, no, sorry, moment. No, we have no time. Don't worry. That's enough. Okay. The other features that I show you fast that I show you first is, for example, the mobile compatibility, because, for example, the most part of this LMS can be used also with mobile on PC and in mobile phone. There's not all the LMS are good on this feature, but they try to do it. They can they can be integrated, for example, with other kind of technology uh, or educational softwares. They have security and privacy protocol that allow you to use with public school, for example, or that avoid to people who are not allowed to use and access to the content to use to log in your course or in your platform. Okay, and there is another feature is the scalability feature because generally LMS platforms are designed to handle a large number of users and courses, making them suitable for educational institutions, business organizations, and various sites. But we already talked about this. Okay. Okay. Good. There are also other three features: user support, accessibility, and e-commerce and payment integration, but these are not fully connected with educational purpose. Good. Until now, I show you example of these features looking at Moodle. That is one of the big amount of LMS that we can use. Okay, and Moodle it could be a good solution if you would like, if your school would like to use a learning platform, but it has a big problem. Okay, and this problem is that if you use Moodle, you need to have a really good technician for a really good ICT expert in your school, which have to be able to install this software on a server and to and to do all the things related to the implementation of the whole structure of the learning platform. And the problem is that this learning platform from the if you are in an administrator, if you are in on the administrator part, is really complex to use. It's not easy. If you are a Moodle administrator, your if you are a Moodle administrator, you have to know a lot of features of this software. Okay, and you need to be a good ICT expert. Another little problem is that the Moodle is constantly upgraded, and when you change version by version, you can find some problems. Okay, this is for the administrator part. If you are a teacher or a student, it's not bad. In my opinion, this platform could be good for university, but if you are a school or a vet center or a vet school, it's better if you think about something different because there is not a school have not the right infrastructure for Moodle. If you are a school, in my opinion, a better solution could be Google Classroom. Google Classroom is another LMS that doesn't need a high ICT skill administrator, okay, and is really easy to use. It has not all the features of Moodle, but but it has the most important. Okay, uh, let's see a brief presentation of Google Classroom. Okay, sorry. Before see the video, it's important to is important to say another thing. Using Google Classroom, you can easily manage all the apps and resources offered by Google Suite. Okay, you can use and manage all these resources inside a specific learning environment created for your students. You can manage these resources and this instrument inside a specific learning environment. Okay, inside your virtual classroom. Okay. Before going, I would like to repeat and then has another time one thing. The use of LMS, so learning management system, learning management system are not restricted for distance education. Okay, this is really important because we can use this kind of technologies also if we do face-to-face training or school. Mm? I give you an easy example. During the pandemic, the most part of Italian schools um, create a Google Classroom account, okay, in order to allow students to do lesson even they were at home during the pandemic, okay? So using Google Meets and the other instrument of Google Classroom, they did lesson while they were at home. Okay, they did lesson with the teacher. But after the end of the pandemic, the most part of the school they had already activated a Google Classroom account. They maintained this account, okay, and the learning environments of the classroom because they use it to support face-to-face didactics, face-to-face lessons. Okay, so for example, if during a lesson a teacher explain some topics, he upload the files and documents related to these topics to the inside the classroom of Google Classroom. Okay, or if they have homework to do or maybe a part of the evaluation can be done with the features of Google Classroom, but they are not this is not distance learning. Okay, it's not a case of distance learning. It's day by day face to face learning. Okay. Okay. Let's see together a brief video of Google Classroom presentation. Sorry, there is no audio. I think you cannot hear but you can see the subtitles. No problem. Okay. The most part of the feature that you see in the video were the same features we talk about. Okay. Mm, I repeat, I think this could be a really good solution if you you like to try an easy to use learning management system. Good. Okay, there are two examples of. Okay, now before go on, please, someone could give me his or her impression about topic of learning management system. Have you already used it in several situations? Did you already know Google Classroom? Did you already know Moodle? What do you think about this? Someone? Okay. I hope you are not sharing your experience before. I think you are really tired, and I understand you. But we need to go on. We need to go on. I propose you another because we have 3 hours lesson. I propose you another 10-minute break. After the break, I will show you other technologies for creating and sharing content. And after, I will also introduce you the topic of project work that is really important in order to obtain the certificate after the course. Okay, 10 minutes. We will sit together at 5, 5:10 p.m. Okay. Okay, welcome back. We have another little hour. Okay, someone has something to share. Someone can give his opinion about what we talk about. We talk about learning management system. That is a really important topic about educational technology. Uh, I could try to do a question to myself. So I do a question to myself. Is it mandatory to use a learning management system if we would like to use educational technologies in order to support teaching? No, of course not. Learning the use of learning management system is not mandatory. Is an opportunity, is a possibility, but it's not mandatory. The case is when we use a learning management system are where we are in a well-structured educational situation. For example, if we are in a school, if we are in a university, okay? Maybe it's not the case to consider to use it if we do a single course, okay? It depends on the situation and on which are our aims and objective, okay? Nobody want to write or tell something? Ok, qualcuno. Ok, good. Let's go on. In the last part of this lesson, we will talk about other apps useful for creating and sharing content. Okay. The Google Suite apps allow you to create a lot of educational content. Okay, you can create documents, you can create slides, you can create spreadsheet, you can create a lot of things to share. Okay, um, slides are really useful in every situation. And in my opinion, are most useful for the teacher than for the students because um, can help you to remember the steps of your lesson. Okay, if you do an activity with students. But let's see other apps useful for create multimedia content. The first, the first of these that I would like to show you is Audacity. Audacity is a free software, but is not web-based. Okay, so it means that you have to install on your PC if you want to use it. And this software that you have to learn to use uh, allows you to edit audio. Okay, so if you would like to create an audio content, so something similar uh, to a podcast, audio recorded lesson, you can use this software to edit and realize it. I show you I show you the home page of the website of this software. Okay, we can find some screenshots. You can see here there are some tracks that you can overlap and create a good audio. Okay, you can create a good audio, but you can also use with students. It means that maybe you can give a task to your students, asking them to realize an audio content. Okay, realize an audio content instead of write a document. Mm? And this is really this will be really interesting when we will talk about the meaningful learning in the next lessons. Okay, good. Another interesting, really powerful web app is YouTube. I know that you know YouTube, but we can think about it in terms of educational technology. So not as a entertainment technology, but as educational technology. What I mean? I mean that YouTube could be really useful. Sorry, but I think there are children, Halloween children that want to candy from me, but I cannot open the door. Sorry, we were saying that YouTube is a famous platform normally used for entertainment. Okay, but we can use it or consider and use it also as an educational technology. So what can we do with YouTube if we would like to use it as educational technology? We can record videos of in-person lectures and make them available for students to review independently or to catch up or miss lectures. Okay, so I can record. For example, when we will finish this lesson, I can upload the video of this lesson on YouTube, and you can easily see it. Okay. So YouTube allow to share the content with the whole internet, or only or I can choose to share the video only with the people who have the link of the video, the direct link of the video. So if I search on the internet for my video, I cannot find it. Okay. Another opportunity, another example is to propose video content already uploaded by other users. Okay, so I can search for materials that other teachers already realized, and use these videos in order to deepen a particular topic, maybe that I already explained during my lesson. For example, today I told you about LMS, and I could give you several videos that I found about the learning management system. Okay, so you can go deep in this topic, watching these videos that somebody else have already created. Of course, this is really important. I need to check the quality of this video before use it and share with the students. Okay. Another example, for a language teacher could use it to propose language videos, or a teacher in the science technology axis could use it to propose videos where a particular process is illustrated. Okay. For STEM is really useful, YouTube, because you can find a lot of material, a lot of educational material, a lot of educational videos. For STEM, but for a lot of subjects. I repeat, you need to check before share. Always. Another example, create a class channel. This is really interesting. Create a class channel where videos developed by teacher or students during the year can be uploaded. Inside, when you log in YouTube, you can see the videos. You can track what you see. You can subscribe channels, etc. But you can also upload video, and you can create your channel. Okay. You can also make a little. You can also do a little. Sorry, I see there. Okay, Deji, after I read your I read what you wrote. Okay, I finish with YouTube. You can use it. So I was saying that when you have an account on YouTube, you can use it also for in order to make little editing on the video. Okay, there is a web application of YouTube allow you to make editing on the video and insert titles, for examples, and do simple things about video editing. So this is another example of commercial education, commercial application that we can which have a big potential for education. Okay, because we can upload video, find video, create channels, edit video. We can do a lot of things. Okay, good. If you don't like YouTube because maybe you hate Google, I don't know, or for some other reason, or maybe because there are really strict rules for copyright. This could be a interesting, a problem. You can find also other services, application, which can be useful for several applications similar of YouTube, which are, for example, Vimeo. Vimeo is a platform that looks like YouTube. I show you briefly. Okay, this is Vimeo. Okay, or Podmatic that is similar of YouTube, but allows you to upload only audio file. It's really good for podcast, or TeacherTube that we already see together the last time. Okay. Okay. Before show you another app, I read the intervention of Deji. Thank you, Deji. Thank you very much for your contribution. So Deji asked the following thing: Some people believe that immediately they install learning management system, they have solve learning. They have to solve the learning problems of their student based on your experience. How true is this idea? I think that this idea is wrong because why I think this is wrong? Because sorry, someone is trying to enter. Okay, I think this is wrong because technology don't solve learning problems. Uh, Teachers solve learning problems. Technology help teachers, could help teachers to solve learning problems. Okay, learning management system help teachers to manage the technological education. Sorry, to manage educational technologies, help teachers to manage evaluation, to manage learning process, to enhance learning process. Okay, but doesn't solve problems. Technology doesn't solve problems. Mm, this this belief is the consequence of an approach of a positivistic approach, technocentric. I don't know if it's English. Not sorry. Yes, of a technocentric approach. Okay. Mm, is also wrong to think that that the educational technologies are not useful to solve problems. This is also wrong. Technologies help to solve problems, learning problems for students, but doesn't directly solve problems. Okay, uh, LMS are really useful, but they doesn't solve a problem. Remember that before the introduction of educational technologies, um, humans managed learning without technologies. Okay. Now we have technologies. We can enhance learning processes. We can enhance our lesson. We can enhance our teaching activities and better manage. And we can better manage it. But but this depends on how we are able to use to balance the use of technology in our teaching practices. Okay, let's go on with the last app that I think is the last. Yes, the last app that I would like to show you. It's a SlideShare that, and this is another web-based application similar to the app that I already show you today. This application easily allows you to change your slides and share with the whole internet. Really easy. So it means that you can use it to share your contents, but also to find contents that you need. Example, if I search for a presentation, if I search for slide about learning management system, I can go on SlideShare and search for learning learning management systems, and I can find a lot of presentations created by other users that maybe that I can use for in order to elaborate an idea for my presentation, or I can use it to share with students if I think that they can be useful for in order to go deep in a particular topic. Okay. Let's see one example of what I found. This is a presentation of a colleague that it is a not really good presentation because it's really hard to read it. But maybe it's good to have new ideas or new information to insert in my presentation. Also, let's search for something better. Maybe okay. There's another presentation made with I think in this case PowerPoint, but it could be made with Google Slide or with other application. Okay, here you can find all the slides about LMS. Okay. Also, in this case, it's important to check before share the contents you find in SlideShare. Okay, which are possible activities to propose with the SlideShare? For example, SlideShare could be useful to make slides available by students without worrying about software compatibility issues. It means that if, for example, I create my slides with PowerPoint, you need PowerPoint to open and read it. Okay, if I share with you this file, or if I create my slides with Google Slides, you need Google to have an account on Google and open the file I send you with Google Slides. In the case, if I upload my slides on SlideShare, I can see the slides with any device which have internet connection and a browser. Okay, so also if I am with my mobile phone, which maybe have not Google Slides installed, or if I have with my the tablet of the school, which doesn't allow me to install PowerPoint or Google Slides. In this case, I can open this. I can open and read the slides without problem. Okay, if I have an internet connection, because I go to SlideShare. Sorry, because if I have the link of the slide, I only need a browser. Okay. Okay. Another example is find and make available teaching materials by choosing from those already uploaded by users. We already talked about it. Okay. I repeat every time I need to check. I need to check the content before sharing the content created by other, because I can find also materials which talk about the flat earth, for example. Okay, it is not the case to share the material Okay, 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 okay. Um, okay. So, have you something to say about the what we talked today? Please open the microphone.
So far, I think it was okay. It was nothing, no much question from my
Good,
side.
good morning, David.
Yes, I think it was okay. Today's class, perfect. The technologies, everything is what we're already using, and also, actually, around the school management system, is really to know because of here to get is it just some challenges in terms of for us here, especially in Africa, students not having internet, things like that. But so far, it's just
Yeah,
to see how we can go around
yeah.
it and solve that problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, David. I talk about specifically about Google Suite because in the case you have the possibility to access to internet, maybe in the next future, is the easy to use. But I realized that if there is not internet connection, it could be a problem. But even in the case, if you also at school you have an internet connection, sorry, also, only at school have an internet connection. With the apps I presented you, you can access to a lot of instruments free that can allow you to support your teaching activities free. This is the reason
Okay.
because I talk about this.
Okay. Okay. But is can we get any? Is there any? Because we have a school server. I don't know if school management system can be
No, no,
installed on
you
the
don't.
school
No, no, no.
server.
In the case of Google Suite, you don't need. This is the reason because I talk about this. In
Okay.
the
Okay.
case of Google
The Google
Suite,
applications.
in the case of Google Suite, you need only to have a Google account. You get to register to Google, okay, and you don't need a school server. In my opinion, not only in Africa, every way is better if schools doesn't have server, but it's better to use external services. Um, in your case, maybe if at school you have internet connection, you can use all these services without have a server. Thank you for the question because
Yes. Yes.
this is
Okay.
really important. Okay, this is really important. In with Moodle that I present you, you need a server, yes, but in the case of Google Suite, not. It's all uh, managed by Google, all the technical things. Because if you need if you have a server, you need a technician for the server. You need an ICT manager. Not the case. Absolutely not the case.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you, David. I
Thank
really
you.
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, man.
Someone else? Fabiola, Deji, Deji. Hi, Deji. Deji wrote, sometimes when you put materials on learning management systems, how do you measure that you have created a mental overload? Oh, really nice question. How do you measure that you have created mental overload for your learners? Mm. This is really hard uh, to understand. Uh, In the case, like our case, you are in a total distance learning situation, full distance learning situation, like our case, is really difficult to understand if you have not a feedback system. In my opinion, the better way to understand if you overload the mental capacity of your student is to create a feedback system. So it means, especially for the full distance learning situation, you can create maybe something like a checkpoint where you ask a feedback on the contents or on the feelings of your students. Why not? Also on the feelings of your students. Is a little bit easier if you also see you face to face, because you can, as you as you already know, I think you can see their faces. You can see if they doesn't keep the focus on what you are saying or something like this. But if you are in a full distance situation, it's better if you can create maybe brief test that you have not used for the final evaluation, but like training assessment. So you can do an assessment that allow you to understand if they are studying, if they are focusing on the contents and on the topics that you are explaining. This is a possible solution. Every situation has different solutions. This could be one of possible solutions. For example, now I don't see your faces, I don't hear your voices, I cannot understand what you are doing while I'm talking, and so it's very difficult to understand if you are listening to me, if you are understanding what I'm saying, if what I'm saying is useful for you, and this is really frustrating for me. Okay, but I try to do my best with the instruments that the commitment gave me, and I hope to do my best. Okay, but in the case of that Deji wrote, maybe we can do little assessment or think about a feedback system. Okay. About this, we will talk about when I will present you the meaningful learning. Good. So in the last 15 minutes, I would like to present you the individual activity, and I would like to start to talk about the project work. So, for which regard individual activity, I ask you to write in the form what you think about learning management system, because I think it could be really important for our reflection and discussion. And like David did before, I would like to understand if it can be useful in your context, okay? Because I know that there are a lot of situations where internet is not available. But we can discuss on how we can use it anyway. Maybe if there is internet only at school, for example, it could be useful, or also if there is internet only at school and there is maybe one PC for teacher, okay, for a teacher. It can be useful also in this way if we well design the activity. Okay, I ask you for the next time, I ask you to imagine how you could exploit the potential of learning management system and in a teaching activity, and to try to describe it. Okay, try to use the imagination because it could be good to discuss about your answer. Here you can find the form and the link for the form, and also Benedetta will send you the form in the email. Okay, good. Now I will show you the draft of the project work task. Okay, first of all, I will give you the file of the project work. Sorry, I will send you the file I'm showing you. I think the next lesson, because you have to wait to start with this work, because we need to talk also about other because we need to talk also about the methodological aspects before start to do this project work. But in the meantime, we can see what I ask you to do. So, I will ask you to create a work delivery for a long form teaching activity that the 2-hour long lesson involving the creation of meaningful product. A meaningful product is a particular kind of task that I will present you, I think, in the during fifth lesson. Okay. Specifically, I will ask you to edit a presentation using PowerPoint or Google Slide or similar, where you will where you will write the characteristic of the students. This could the inclusive strategies you will use, the disciplinary and soft skill that you intend to stimulate through the exercise, to specify the technologies that students are allowed to use during the task, during the work. After this, you have to write to choose and create a simple content to be used as a stimulus to introduce the delivery. And I will ask you to create a document based on a template that I will give you. This document, sorry, I'm really tired. Please, sorry for my broken English. So I will ask you to create a document based on a template that you will give to the students in order to explain them how to carry out a task. Okay, and this is the format for students that you have to complete. Okay, this file is not available for you now, but I will give you I will give you it then during the next lessons. At the moment, in the meantime, it's better if you if you do the individual activities, because as you have seen, if you do the individual activities step by step, lesson by lesson, you will have the most part of the project work already done. Okay. The manager of the GreenVet project told me to say you that the project work will be mandatory if you would like to obtain the certificate of the course. You can do this project work also in group. Okay, so it's not mandatory that everybody do one project work, but you can do also together with one of your colleagues. Maybe you can connect with Google Meet and create a document, or maybe you can do the project work interacting via email and using a shared Google Docs, or what you want. If you need some suggestions or some strategies to do this work in group with your colleagues at distance, maybe we can discuss about it in the next lessons. Okay. I don't ask you to do something really difficult or something big, but I would like that you use the information I will give you during the lesson to imagine a teaching activity. Okay. I repeat, now you have not information enough to do the project work. So if you want to go on with the project work, please please answer to the task I give you lesson by lesson. Okay. During our seventh lesson, we will share all the project works together during our meeting, group by group. Every project work will be presented and shared and commented together. Okay. In this way, we will try the methodological approach that I will show you during the next lesson. Okay, during last 5 minutes, I give you a preview of the next of our next meeting that will be on Thursday. Okay, the 2nd November. During the next lesson, we will talk about another category of educational technology. And this category will be specifically no, sorry, we don't talk about no, yeah, sorry. During the next lesson, we will talk about the category of technologies which allow us to design inclusive teaching activities. And I think this is really interesting and important because it's a category of activities where technologies can really help us in our inclusion aims. And moreover, we will start to talk about methodological approach, which are particularly good for educational technologies. In particular, we will talk about competency-based education. Competency-based education that you already studied with my colleague Maria Grazia, but we also talk about meaningful learning and flipped classroom approach. Moreover, furthermore, we will talk also about cooperative learning. Okay. Of course, I will present you several technologies that can allow us to implement support this particular kind of methodologies. Okay? Good. I'm really sorry because today there were not a lot of interaction. I hope, but I think that you start to be tired because I saw your training calendar and it is really full. So I understand you, and maybe it's because could be also because I'm boring. I'm boring, and maybe the contents today were not so attractive. So I hope the methodological part of next lessons could be more attractive for you, and now I can only say you goodbye and see you the 2nd of November. Always and always on Google Meet. So have a nice evening and see you the next lesson. So Isaac, want to say something before?
Okay. So I hope you are going to send us the slides through the Google Drive.
Yeah, but I always send slides uh, to the green vet managers, and they say me they sent you. Did you have the slides of the last lesson?
Okay.
No?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've
I
downloaded all the
don't
slides
put,
that you have given.
I don't put in a Google Drive because we have not a Google Drive of the course of this course.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
they told me that they send you on email. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye bye. Bye bye.